Bradley Manning's point was, you ought to know what your government's doing. And I guess we do now, and I guess he'll go away now.
Well, I guess that remains to be seen. I believe he's being sentenced tomorrow, but it's important to understand that though this may have been a victory for the defense, and I think in many ways it was, he's not getting away with anything. I mean, he did get convicted on 21 separate counts of things ranging from espionage to orders violations and actually leaking classified information. So he is getting punished. He in many instances, pled guilty and accepted responsibility for breaking those laws. It's just the aiding the enemy is really the only one that the government didn't get him on.
What was your take on the fact that they didn't?
Well, I mean, like everyone else, we're kind of left speculating because the trier of fact in this case, unlike most cases, was the judge. So the judge actually ruled on the law and also was the finder of guilt or not guilt in this case, as opposed to a jury. And so all we can do is really speculate. And I think that in this case, for this law, that this charge really never comes around. I mean, 1917 is really the last time someone was convicted for something like this.
1917.
Right. Well, that's when part of the Espionage Act, which is the reason this actually became illegal. And that was essentially a case where somebody was disclosing information because they wanted Americans to be killed. They wanted the enemy to have this information. And in this case, I think the government just was not able to prove that PFC Manning intentionally disclosed this to the enemy. You know, he disclosed it to WikiLeaks, a third party, and it's kind of a case of first impression. And the interesting thing is going to see that how this affects cases later on.
That will be interesting to see, and we'll be watching. Jeffrey King, good to see you. Thank you.